You guys.
Eh?
I went to a super fancy, super formal cruise party the other day, but CEO saw me and threw me out.
Wait, what? Why?
It's a long story. Did you know that there are etiquette rules even when it comes to wearing suits?
Of course we do, bro. Our family literally owns a tailor shop, you know.
Please don't tell me you didn't know.
Are you saying that you've got scolded by the CEO for wearing the wrong suit? Bringing shame to the family name.
No, it's not even that. I was just taking off my jacket without knowing. But then they were like
Taking
taking
off
off.
the jacket and wearing the shirt alone is like taking off your pants and wearing only underwear.
Wait. How did you know? Were you spying on me?
It's common sense, bro. Didn't you know it?
Man. Oh, don't tell me you buttoned up the whole jacket like a nerd. You know you need to fasten just one of the jacket buttons, right?
Oh, wait, for real? I only buttoned up one because it was uncomfortable. But thank God I did. I got so lucky there.
You also have to completely empty out the shirt and pants pockets for it to have a perfect silhouette.
Oh, and what about your tie? Don't tell me you took your school uniform tie.
Who do you think I am? I'm a fashion guy. So I wear a tidy black tie. And I also know that the tie should be long enough to slightly cover the belt.
Oh, good. I'm trusting that you wore a formal belt instead of a casual one.
Honestly, once you begin to realize the beauty of the suit, you naturally become interested in additional accessories.
What do you mean, suit accessories? There's already a tie, a belt, and a rag you put in the chest pocket. You're saying there's more?
But it's not a rag, it's handkerchief. And of course there's more. There are tie pins, cufflinks, boutonnieres, and pocket watches.
Bro, you know James Bond? He used cufflinks a lot, and boutonnieres bring life to the suit. And there's also pocket watches that you could easily see in old movies.
Ha, a pocket watch? That's so old-fashioned.
It's not old-fashioned, it's vintage style. Did you know pocket watches were the symbol of wealth for British gentlemen in the 18th century?
These details show not only the fit of the suit, but also the neatness and class of a gentleman.
You got a long way to go, little bro.
Hey, don't tease me. I'm sensitive.
Brother, we're literally children tailor shop owners. This knowledge runs in our blood. Don't you remember the endless lectures that our parents gave us?
I mean, yeah. I remember the lectures, but I kinda space out every time, so I don't remember the context.
Oh my gosh, this can't be. If our parents find out that you don't know anything, you're gonna be in so much trouble.
Well, then it seems like you have no choice but to get a crash course on everything about suits.
I don't think you guys need to explain about it. Aren't you guys
We can see the origin of suits after the 17th century, the Baroque period. Wait, I'll show you. Can you see the picture? At that time, jackets were not short like nowadays. They were long and fancy.
It sure is fancy.
Yeah, this fancy outfit was one of the symbols of the upperclassmen.
What's that bee-looking thing around his neck?
Oh, it is called cravat. That eventually turns into the tie we all know today. Wait, let's look at this one. This suit is called the habit à la française. People from the 18th century wore this. Can you see the difference from the previous one?
Nope.
Bro, look carefully. Do you see the vest right there?
Yes?
The vest became...
shorter
and the edge of it...
and turned into today's best shape.
Correct!
This one looks fancier than the previous one.
The pants look kind of funny too. They are narrow-legged pants that go down right until it reaches below the knee, like a capri pant. These people were considered stylish at some point, I think.
I think that the upperclassmen love fancy clothes with super big pieces of jewelry. I wonder what that the middle class wore. I feel like it would be slightly different.
That's right. Back then, the materials and accessories showed the differentiation of one's social status. So the clothes of the commoners were simple, and they used cotton and wool instead of materials like silk and velvet, which were used by the upperclassmen.
Also, until this period of time, people focused on the more aristocratic outfits. But starting in the early 19th century, the center of fashion became more focused on the commoners. This is what people in the Napoleonic times were. This is when the culture of long pants came to be.
So far the clothes seem similar to the suits I know, but still very different. When do the suits I know appear?
Good timing! The next century that I was about to explain is the mid-19th century. Top, pants, vest. This became the three-piece formula that was standardized in the fashion style we know today.
Yeah, and in the late 19th century, was it the era of Art Nouveau? Anyways, in the late 19th century, suits became very similar to now. The vest has buttons now, and the length got shorter, so it's closer to the hip. Also, they finally started to use the word shirt.
Oh, this is the suit I know.
Uh-huh. And besides shirts, the words pants, slacks, and trousers came to be.
Wow, suits in the, what was it, the 19th century became really modern. Were there some changes after the 20th century?
Actually, there were no dramatic changes from then on. But the casual outfit styles appeared and people started to consider suits as ceremonious outfits. But still, I think the essence of suits, which was to differentiate the classes, still remains today.
Oh, wait a sec, we have a customer. Let's talk about this later, okay? Oh, Sophia! How are you?
I was actually having a headache. Nice timing. Make money.
We will, hang on.
Hello? Are you still there?
Yeah, after you guys were gone, I've been wondering, nowadays, we also wear suits?
That's right. Suits are very popular in Korea too.
Do you know when suits were introduced in Korea?
When do you think? Take a guess.
1700.
The answer is 1672.
It's older than you think, isn't it?
Yeah, but how did the Koreans come to wear suits? It wasn't even created here.
In 1672, a Dutch sailor Jan Janse de Waldevrij was shipwrecked on the voyage and landed in Seoul.
Oh, back then it wasn't Seoul, it was Hanyang.
Anyway, the outfit he was wearing was the first suit that Koreans saw.
Oh, interesting.
From the mid-19th century onward, the US pressured Korea to open up.
Wait a second. I know the reason.
Oh, what is it?
It was because Korea operated a closed-door policy, isn't it?
You're right. At that time, Koreans were introduced to suits through the clothing of American soldiers, merchants, and missionaries.
Then I have a question. Were those suits similar to the ones we know now?
No, I don't think so. In 1837, when French Bishop Antwerp entered, that's when the suits we know today entered.
So when did people in Korea actually start wearing suits then?
The first Korean to wear a suit was a politician named Seo Kwang-bom, who was introduced to suits by a missionary named Underwood in 1881. Seo Kwang-bom purchased a suit from a tailor in Yokohama, Japan, and it was around $30.
$30 in 1881? How much would that be now?
That's close to $1,000 today.
That's crazy. So a suit from Japan became the first suit in Korea? Interesting.
From then on, a lot of other politicians immediately bought suits after seeing Seo Kwang-bom's. The suit they wore was one with a rich silhouette with small lapels and 3 or 4 front buttons.
But until then, suits were not officially recognized because Korean culture still preferred their traditional clothing hanbok.
Yeah, but wearing suits was officially recognized in Korea in 1895.
Oh, so that's when it became official.
At that time, there was an underlying stigma that if you wore a suit, you were a quislingin.
Stop. What's a Kizlingen?
It's like someone who betrays their own country, a traitor. But anyway, from the end of the 19th century, tailor shops began to open in Seoul, Busan, Pyongyang, and other large cities.
And the first tailor shop in Korea was founded by a Japanese man named Hamada.
Man, I realized for the first time that the first tailor shop in Korea wasn't even founded by a Korean.
Man, aren't you just realizing everything for the first time today?
Hey now.
Later, this tailor shop grew in size and trained in Korean craftsmen. In 1903, Hanning Tailor was founded by a Korean, and 3 years later, there were about 10 Korean tailors in Seoul.
Oh yeah, I saw the characters in the K-drama Mr. Sunshine wearing suits.
Yeah. The plot of Mr. Sunshine is set around the 1900s, so that's actually when the look of suits started to spread. Their costumes were pretty historically accurate. The main character, Yujin Choi, who wore suits in the drama, was really legendary.
But honestly, when it comes to suits, it's definitely the Joker.
Oh yeah, I forgot the Joker showed up in a suit too.
Yeah, it was a three-piece suit. There's so many details in the Joker's suit. Do you know the meaning behind his suit colors?
There's meaning? I thought they just choose cool colors.
Just cool colors? Why are you underestimating the depths of the Joker?
Oh, my bad.
First, the Joker's pants and jacket represents his ambition. Before the 19th century, purple dye was only used by nobility and royalty. Do you know how many clams are used to make 1 square meter of purple dye?
They made purple dye out of clams?
1,000?
1,000? Nah man, as many as 20,000 were used.
20,000? That's probably why it was so expensive.
Yup, so actually purple dye was used for funeral clothing of Catholics. So the purple clothing worn by the Joker literally means death itself and contains the Joker's ambition to advance from the shadows of Gotham City to the sun. Additionally, the Joker, who was played by Joaquin Phoenix, wore a yellow vest. This yellow represented the Joker's inner madness and darkness. When the Joker first fires a gun in the movie, the screen is filled with yellow.
Wow, you know so much.
Of course I do. The Joker's blue clothes are the color of the shadow of Gotham City, the place where he lives.
You know, you seemed like you didn't know anything about suits, but you know pretty well about the Joker.
Of course, I'm the one and only Yuil.
Then let's talk about three-piece suits. What do you think about it?
Yo, why are you changing the topic on me like that?
Just answer the question.
Expensive and youth clothing?
Most people think that suits are expensive clothing, but the three-piece suit is an icon of frugality in 17th century England.
At that time, there were plague epidemics, the London conflagration, and war with the Netherlands. Because of the concern for public sentiment, Charles II ordered nobles who were usually overdressed up to wear three-piece suits.
Oh, that's interesting. I definitely think the three-piece suit has a nice fit and looks neat and tidy.
Our Taylor House blood really does run in you. You have an eye for a suit.
The reason why it looks nice is because of the vest.
Because of the best? Nah, but try to convince me though. Do your best. Yo, I'm spitting bars.
I think it's broken. Anyway, the vest makes sure the shirt around the chest area doesn't lift up like a weird way, and it covers the belly.
Oh, I didn't know it had a proper role. I guess these details are able to make a gentleman's dignity. Now, I can be approved by the CEO. Let me get back on the boat.
There. Go and restore the honor of our family name.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.